Hello, hello.
Hey, good
Yes.
morning.
What's up?
Getting ready for the day. How are y'all doing today?
I'm throwing you off. I'm in a different spot.
It
Where's Ryland this time?
is
Hiding
kind of
in the
fun.
corner of the office.
Cool.
So, as a big reminder, today we are running our 60 days of Halloween. And we have actually created a special page on our website, a little menu for you guys that has all of the items that are on a discount or have free shipping. Makes it a little easier for you guys to see what's going on during these 60 days. Just as a reminder, though, we do still have our Goonies sets up. If you buy a Goonies set, you get a free One-Eyed Willie's loot coin set with it. All of our Batman stuff is on free shipping, as well as our Lost Boys bottle, our Deckard's water action model, our cryogenics canister was added to free shipping this week. And then we've also got the Dead Walk newspaper, the traveling ashtray, and the ruby slippers all on free shipping. And then don't forget, we've got our centennial ornaments from Phantasm 2 for $55, which is a discount and free shipping. So now that I've given my little spiel, you guys should keep an eye out for our newsletter because we will probably be releasing some more fun discounts for Batman Day that is coming up this Saturday. So you guys be on the lookout for our newsletter and some more discounts coming your way. And then I gotta do one. I'm sorry, guys, but Daryl, super shout out for your comment that made me laugh out loud in public last Saturday. Miss Betty Murderfingers is doing very, very well. And I really, really appreciate your comments that just gave me such a smile. So shout out to Daryl. Thank you.
Did I miss the comment? What was it?
He actually sent an email to us saying, "Hey, turn on your YouTube comments. I've got a perfect one for you." And so he made me giggle so much with his comment that I needed to give him a shout out. So that was all. It was one of those random things for a Saturday that was like, "Oh, yay. Thanks, man."
I need to go see what it is now.
Well, I'll forward you the email because they
somebody
comments
copy me on it so I can see what's up.
But yeah, so be sure to check out our newsletter for more discounts coming up for 60 days of Halloween. Thanks for letting me do my spill. Thanks.
Cool.
All right. So
I'm waiting on Jared to say something. I'm trying to be quiet.
I see you've got a new little buddy there with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, my little guy here. Yeah, he's wreaking havoc in the office. Let's
howdy, friend.
There you go. Narrate it for me. Look how big this guy is. Could you guys believe he was going to be this big?
No.
Yeah. I should have had the other one. You know, the one we've been showing off online next to the cryocan for scale was how we originally were scaling this guy out. And then we ended up adding, I don't know, he's got about an extra 6 inches on him now. So he's coming in right at about 13 and a half, and weighing about 3 pounds. Just really cool how he's helixed out and everything, as much as we could to make him make sense in the real world. But yeah, just awesome. Love it. Love everything about it. So everybody keep an eye out for info on this guy soon, because I think we're going to try the priority reserve program with him too. I think we've got room there to incentivize everybody to get on board early with this guy. So he is currently one of my favorite things we've done in a while. So looks great next to a cryocan too. I was taking photos earlier. You'll see him when we ultimately publish this thing. But yeah, next to the cryo, I mean, it's so tiny, down here. I mean, it's really big. Can you guys get a sense of scale next to my head there? How
the photos really do it justice, though. When you've got it next to the cryocan and then on that cool background, it looks very Mr. DNA-ish. It's awesome. He looks great.
Yeah, he's very cool. Really happy with how he's turned out. And then, of course, all the legal and official marks are on the bottom there. But yeah, it's going to be a big box. But yeah, we're very happy with this guy. What's that?
I just forget how cool he is in the world of Jurassic Park. It's not till I saw the statue and those images that you shared earlier that I'm like, yeah, I need that for like, you think Jurassic Park, it's the dinosaurs, it's the T-Rex, the raptor, and all that, all those cool dinosaurs. But he's just as much a part of Jurassic Park, even though he was only in it for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But he just
Well,
explains the cloning process in such a clever way, in such a theme park way. It's great. I love it.
Well, it's exactly what a corporation would do, right? They're going to introduce the affable, simple character who's going to speak in layman's terms to bring everybody up to speed on what it is that they do, so the staff's not pestered endlessly, with questions. But yeah, he's great. He's integral to the film.
When you get to the Jurassic Park, gift shop after that ride, after the ride of the cloning lab, you probably see those waiting for you to purchase after you get off the ride. So it's perfect. It feels like it's in universe, like you're in Jurassic Park if you've got one of those.
Yeah, he would be your Figment or whatever, like Disney used to use. I always use Figment. Nobody knows what I'm talking about anymore. But remember back in the day, you know what I'm talking about? Remember Figment? You know anything? Anyway, dating myself. But yeah, he's awesome. I like him a lot.
He's a cool piece. I like it.
Yeah. So we're not doing too many of those. I think we're going to set the edition at 750. That seems to be where we are right now. If it moved much, it wouldn't be a lot, but that's pretty much where we are. So literally just got this in this morning, and ultimately, of course, it was in many more pieces than this when we got it this morning. But a little quick surgery. Yeah, this is the part that sucks. So whenever we get our prototypes in, sometimes you get lucky and Customs doesn't open the box, but sometimes Customs opens the box with a sledgehammer. And that's actually what they did to this little guy. It was kind of a testimonial to how well he's built, that he was in fewer pieces rather than he could have been.
Well, and you were able to get him back together in a couple hours, if that.
Yeah, it's
like easy.
It's what I do.
Yeah. So, Customs went at him pretty aggressively. So
yeah, Customs did not like Mr. DNA. They were making sure that he wasn't made of crack or something. Yeah,
they saw the words DNA on the manifest, and they were like, "Oh no, there's no DNA coming to the country."
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they probably did market DNA, and they're like, let's check this thing for whatever. Anyway,
and in all seriousness, Customs does open boxes as they're coming in if they deem it necessary. The biggest problem is a lot of the times they don't put it back where it's supposed to go in the box, and therefore it gets really knocked around when it continues on from there. So it's not like we think the Customs agents are out to get us or anything. It's just they don't always know where these little parts are supposed to be going and all the things. I'm trying to be good and nice to our U.S. Customs.
They are not nice to us all the time.
No, they're not, but it's okay.
They're not. They open it up like, okay, that's all right, next.
Yeah.
They don't care. Yeah. They didn't make an effort on this one, but anyway, he lives to tell the tale. So
do we want to show the keys while we've got him, to show people how he will ship?
You mean ultimately, like with his head being magnetic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it briefly. So little things like the floating head, that was one of the things that was really keeping us from making Mr. DNA in the first place. Was his everything being animated, and his features are literally just floating above it. So it was just one of those cases where I'm trying to get it in there we go. It was just one of those cases where how do we realize the look without it being ridiculous? And ultimately it was just simple. We decided just to put his head on a piece of acrylic. But when this ships, of course, it's got so much weight, we wanted to get to where it's supposed to go in one piece. I believe it was Jared who had suggested making the head magnetic. So this will come, of course, tucked in the foam, and it just very satisfyingly grabs and pops right on there. So simple as that. And the arms do the same thing. They can,
a lot of you that are statue collectors, you'll be familiar with this process. We've separated the parts that we feel would possibly break in transit. So they will be packed separately in the polyfoam to protect them during shipment. So when you get it, it's just slide the arms in, slide the head in, you're good to go.
Yeah.
as he
enjoying this guy a little bit. So
His
yeah,
little face is so cute. It's just popping every time you lift him up against the top of your cabinet back there.
Yeah.
You know what's cool about it is that we really didn't look like we sacrificed anything to make it a 3-dimensional statue. Like, you know, when those weird things that are they're floating or they're very they're difficult to capture in a dimensional statue that you can put on your desk. Sometimes some elements have to be sacrificed to make it a 3-dimensional piece. He doesn't look like we've sacrificed anything about his look to make him work. Like, he looks like Mr. DNA.
Yeah, and mercifully in the film, I mean, you see him a couple different ways. Sometimes you see him where the molecules, if you will, are separated. There's gaps between them.
Yeah,
and
he gets stretched out a couple times. Yeah,
right. And then there's sometimes when they're touching like this, which actually allowed this to get done.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have deviated from what was in the film. So yeah, once we got his head worked out and what size we wanted to do, and then the studio was concerned that he had a particular curve to him to play off of the helix. And then when you start designing him, the trick becomes making him look good from every angle, because you don't want him to be derpy and listing to one side or the other. But yeah, with this side, with his larger hand being, this would be the forward-facing position, with the tail actually coming towards you. Yeah, it turned out great. I did not. I mean, of course, I want to say I love everything we do. I really like everything we do, but I love certain things. And yeah, he's joined the love list. So,
he's cool.
Yeah,
we're excited to get to share him with you guys today, and we will be putting this one up for reserve fairly shortly. So keep an eye out on newsletters and social media updates for when those are going to drop.
Yeah, sooner than later on that. We'll nail down a couple more things about him and how we'll do the priority reserve. And
yeah, in the meantime, join the interest list. You guys will get first notification on how this is coming out, and
yeah,
you'll get first crack at it. So join that interest list.
Yeah, and I believe to date, he and the night vision goggles have been the most popular.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I mean, out of anything we've ever really worked on.
Well, maybe not the cryo. The cryo has to be up there too.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah. The cryo was stupid popular. But he's in there. I wouldn't have expected him to be as popular as the cryo, I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, I knew he'd be popular, but he's been really popular. He's got a fan club. He's a continental guy. I like him. Nice. Anyway, that's really all I had today, guys. I knew we were going to recap on some of the stuff we've done for our 60 days of Halloween. Of course, adding more things. We're doing the aforementioned newsletter. We've been letting those out every Friday because there's just so much stuff to keep track of for everybody. But that's pretty much it. As always, if anybody has any questions, just call. Right, we'll get you sorted.
Awesome. Well, you guys have a wonderful.
Else?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for Mr. DNA. Join the newsletter. Join the interest list.
And I've almost thought about, instead of doing these once a week, we could do, like when you're in school, the AV kid comes on and gives you the menu, for lunch, and we do a quick 3-minute daily update. I mean, as though people aren't sick enough of us doing these things. But, we wouldn't really do that, but anyway. That's all I got. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. Again, just wanted to show this guy off.
Right on.
We hope you guys like it.
All right, we're done. See you guys later.
Have a great weekend.
All right, bye.
Bye.